What a nightmare. I was old. I had a mustache. All my friends were dead, and Elysium had fallen from the sky. Also, I blew Deponia up. Talk about sick. I mean, a mustache? Really? Luckily, everything's the way it was before. I can hardly wait to tell my sweet Tony about it. Sweet! The balloon filled with gas while I slept. Now, all I have to do is adjust the flame, and then it's to Elysium and beyond! Tony won't believe her eyes. I better get her crystal glasses back. Not that anything would happen to them. If Tony didn't want her glasses broken, then why did she pile them up like that? Time to get to work. No, stop! This seems vaguely familiar somehow. That's exactly the way things happened in my dream. I had forgotten the bubble wrap. And that's when everything went to pieces. Tony was so angry that we broke up. And then I uncovered an Organon conspiracy and started a revolution? Well, note to self, stay away from sampling the adhesives before bed. Don't look, otherwise it'll keep me from working for days. Again. These visions aren't all bad. I should become a prophet. Nina, Nina, let me through! I'm a prophet! Huh? Hey! Stop! You can't park here! You... Oh boy, somehow my vision missed this.
Wait! You don't want to seriously tell the whole story from the beginning again, do you?
But that's the point. Now that I cut out the power inverter in that thought thingy, I can remember everything.
Wait, I'm confused. Didn't you just say you had missed?
So I did, you blockhead. Each and every one of the thousands of times I can now remember. But I finally hit it. Hey, didn't you see the awesome special effects? Why do you think I look so old, eh?
I was distracted.
The power inverter inverted the effect of the shishu whatever.
Shinshuma clucks.
Memory laser. Instead of forgetting, I now remember everything. Memories of over 100 years of the same old story. You think your skin would hold out any better?
Oh, it's just a trick. Nothing more than a phony magic trick.
Do I look like I use trickery? I got gout, young fella. We completely underestimated the problem. We aren't dealing with just one loop. The time loop you created with the Chronocar was only a small loop within a much larger one. And that larger loop has two loops of its own, one of which has a lot more loops. The big loop only starts again at the end of the second loop.
What is that old fool driveling on about?
I think I know what he means. It's like a pizza box that you fold in the middle, and then take a pen and...
No, not like a pizza box. It's actually quite simple, but just complicated. All this has already happened countless times, too often to count. And if you laser me again this time, it's just gonna repeat over and over. Goal and I will save Deponia. I'll fall. She'll try to catch me. You'll cut the cable. Goal will die. I'll blow the world to smithereens. Goal and I will thaw and crank back time. Then everything is back to the beginning, and I'll meet McThingy, what's his name? Steal the time pod, save Future Goal from the future, jump off Elysium, and after we've chased across half the planet and through all the different times, we'll end up sitting here in the end again. The only difference, this time I managed a hit with the power inverter, and that's why I know this is our only chance to break the cycle.
Oh, yes? And just how are you gonna do that?
You look like you couldn't even bite through a cracker.
Yeah, there's more wind in these old lungs than you have in your entire lard butt, Greenhorn. I have a plan. First, we need to erase his memory.
What? But
after all, someone has to make sure that Deponia is saved. As soon as he's back to sleeping unaware in the balloon again, the time will be right for another brilliant Rufus maneuver.
Oh, great. You got any more bright ideas?
Huh? Who are you?
Someone who is going to rip you a new O-buff! You have completely and utterly destroyed our Umuk.
And the time loop is still there, just as before. So, somewhere in the far future, everything is repeating itself. Again and again.
Well, that's wishful thinking. As we haven't iced you, no one will be able to turn back time this time. The old Rufus is going to blow up Deponia, and that will be it.
Oh. Well, at least it isn't the same stupid ending as before, right?
don't rejoice too soon.
Rufus?
What now? Another one of them?
Which Rufus are you?
I am the Rufus you left behind on Elysium, you idiots.
That's impossible. We eliminated you before we took care of Future Goal.
You tried to kill him.
Of course. Otherwise, he would have stopped the other goal.
But you didn't mention anything about that.
They only know half the story. For crying out loud.
Hey, who's there?
Room service, okay?
Uh-huh.
Something is different, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
It's the famous elephant in the room.
Ah! Did you really think that you could simply steal our Umuks just like that?
Well, you thought wrong.
You don't belong in this timeline.
We will have to remove you.
Oh yeah? You'll have to catch me first.
Hey! Stop! I said, just stop!
You can't escape your destiny! Even if it's got a terribly heavy costume on, and consequently gets out of breath easily.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that.
Right. Now you're done for.
What are neighbors for? No, really, what are they for? You can also steal milk from people who live farther away.
Whew, this is hard work.
Let's move. Let's move. Now we're going to get you.
Time to get out of here. Huh? What now? Some kind of immobilizer? Hey, this looks exactly like the first menu. Interesting. Haha! I knew I could do it without the instruction manual.
Hey,
Where are you going?
I'm not telling. What? This isn't the interim. I must have passed straight through a second portal. Oh, will you look at that? This is Goal's childhood.
Stop making such a noise down there, little lady. As you know, disobedience leads to chaos. Chaos leads to garbage, and garbage leads to Deponia.
He has just disqualified himself from ever taking his hypothetical grandson for the weekend. Hey, the Telly Buddies! That was my favorite series until they changed Stinky Winky's voice. I cried and threw my porridge around for an entire week. But last Monday, I was finally over it. Goal seems to like it too. I hope she's sitting close enough to see everything. Perishable milk stashed in a secret space? Check. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Behind you. Children are so stupid. Goochie-goo, goochie-goo. Which good little baby gives Uncle Rufus their tasty lollipop?
Winky Winky!
Yeah, almost right. Don't thank me for that.
Surprise!
Did you really think that you would be able to hide from us here?
Well, you thought wrong.
And now, it's my turn to seek, right?
No, wrong again. It's your turn to be eliminated.
And may Zorfix have mercy if you have changed anything here.
The portal that they had opened under my feet led into the interim. There, I was caught in the middle of a huge junk avalanche that dragged me into the depths. As if an entire city were to slide into the gaping jaws of hell.
Paradox City. The whole place must have slipped down when the future opened up underneath it.
Yes, but this timeline also came to an end. After an eternity in free fall, I finally landed there. My last thought was, if only I had a weapon with which I could open portals. Maybe I could have used it to slow my fall.
That doesn't explain how you got onto our back seat.
No, it doesn't. I wanted to build a little tension. I assumed that this whole thing has happened like this thousands of times. And every time I came to on Elysium and had forgotten everything, almost everything, because the sequences gradually became more and more familiar. Don't go! For crying out loud.
Hey, who's there?
Room service, okay?
Uh-huh.
Goal never told me she wore glasses. She shouldn't have been allowed to sit around watching television so much as a child. Master Whistlehole's dental adhesive. This all seems suspiciously familiar. Was this also part of my vision?